Welcome to Advanblack's YouTube channel. I'm Steve, service technician for Advanblack, and today I'm going to be showing you how to put color matched hard bags on a Street Bob. Now back here on the lift we have a Street Bob with a red line red paint job. Like I said, you can get these color matched from Advanblack. We do the red line red. Today we have a color matched set of red line red hard bags. These normally come on the touring models. It's the short standard bags with the lids and the one-touch hardware. Now all the fitment details will be down in the description and over on the website as well. But before we get this installed, there's one thing that we need to cover. And I'm going to cover this right up front because I need you to go out and check your exhaust before you make your order of the bags. So I already have one of the hard bags installed on the exhaust side of the bike, and I'll take the camera over there and I'll explain a few things from there. Now as you can see with the stealth pipe, this pipe is going to be too long. We've got this pushed all the way up on the header as far as we can go. It won't go any farther, and we're still back here touching the saddlebag rail. So in order to run the hard bags and the hard bag saddlebag rail that mounts here behind where your passenger footrest would go, you're going to have to make sure that your exhaust stops right here about even with your plastic trim on your inner fender. If we follow this line straight down from your plastic trim down to the hard bag rail, and you can see the exhaust would cut off here. Unfortunately for this one, it's not going to work because it's going to be rubbing the saddlebag rail. There's no adjustment to the rail. It mounts here, and there's two mounting points up on the fender. So if you have an exhaust that's equal to the edge of this inner fender trim here or shorter, you can run the hard bags. So on the Street Bob, another thing that you'll have to tend to if you're running any type of saddlebags, whether it be this canvas style or it be the hard bags, you're going to have to relocate your turn signals, and you're going to have to relocate your side license plate mounting bracket. So this one's already been changed to a rear license plate, and inside the license plate we actually have the turn signals and the brake light going across here. So once you've established that you have short enough exhaust for this setup and you've relocated your turn signals and your license plate bracket, we can move on to the install. Now these style canvas bags have two bolts right here that go into the fender well, and we're going to remove those first. If you don't have bags on your bike right now, you'll see that you've got two button head bolts right up here on the fender well, which I'll show you as soon as we get this off. This one also has a modified passenger backrest on it, but right here in these two holes you would just normally have two button head bolts. There's going to be a metal plate on the inside that has the two threaded pieces there. So it's going to come up from the inside. It's going to act like a large nut on both of these. Now this bike has the extended rail protectors on it, but right here is where your passenger footrest would go. So we're going to remove that bolt. If we hold this up into place, you can see that this is going to be tucked in here, and then these two bolts here are going to line up here. Now inside the kit we provided a single Allen head bolt like this that's going to go back in here if you didn't have anything there. If you already have something there, you can use those bolts that are in there. So now that we have that off, we're going to bring our saddlebag rail up, and you can see how this fits just like this. And inside the kit you're going to have a button head bolt like this and a washer. So we're going to pull our saddlebag rail up into place, slide our bolt through. We're going to try to catch that plate on the inside. Of course, when you're installing these, you're going to want to add a little blue Loctite to these bolts. We're going to be removing this because of the exhaust on this one, so I'm not going to add the Loctite. Blue Loctite on the bottom bolt that goes in. Now, these three bolts are what hold the saddlebag rail on. Now, if you have the rear passenger peg, or if you have like these extensions that come out on the side, these drop extensions, you would go ahead and run that bolt through those first and then into the saddlebag rail. The saddlebag rail itself needs to be right up against the frame. Then we can bring our saddlebag over. Inside the kit, you'll also have four of these bag knobs. It's going to go through the saddlebag. Now you have the color matched hard bags on your Street Bob. So that's pretty much it. Like I said, super easy install, definitely something that you can do at home. If you want to get your hands on a set of these, make sure to check the description down below. It'll have a link, take you straight over to the website. You can choose the saddlebag and then choose the color of your bike, and then the saddlebag rails that go with this. But just remember, there's a few caveats that you have to deal with when you're wanting to put hard bags on a street bob. We got to deal with those turn signals and that license plate bracket, and then we also have to deal with the exhaust on the other side. And all you have to do on the exhaust is make sure that it's a little bit shorter than that inner fender trim that's down there, and it won't hit that saddlebag rail. I hope this video helped you, but if you have any questions on this install, make sure to leave it in the comment section down below, and I'll try to help you the best that I can. I'm gonna get out of here, get myself back to work. Hope to see you in the next video, but until then, as always, be safe, keep your knees in the breeze.